Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the Black Female Entrepreneur Greenwich. As you know, our session today is all about pampering. It's all about pampering. It's all about making sure that women have the best time. And they always call us the spider hands. We're busy walking, looking after everyone. And actually, we have a special guest here today, and some of our community women leader that will be telling us some of the tips that how we can actually relax. Especially me, I need those tips. Relax and chill. So guys, you're welcome to the Black Female Entrepreneur Greenwich. Today's session is about pampering and tips, massage, body massage, and how important it is for women health and well-being. So I won't waste too much of our time. You see, we have some technical issue. That's why we couldn't be here at 7 spots. But nevertheless, we will actually get it rolling. So before I go further, my name is Lucy Isaiah, founder of Black Female Entrepreneur Greenwich. And also, I am not the host for today, but I am privileged to actually introduce the host. Our host for today is no other person than AKA Madam Socia. Over to you.
Evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm the host today. She's not the host today, but she's still my co-host. It's been an amazing week, I must tell you. Look, the brain box behind this is a lot of work. I know a lot of people say, how are you guys pulling it off? We can't tell you our secret. If you want to know how to cook a soup, you have to get ingredients. So there's always that secret ingredients inside the soup. So that very secret one, we cannot tell you. But today, sorry we came late. Like Lucy said, technical issues. These things happen. We are humans, and we are here today. So we have fantastic faces on our platform today, on our panel. Did you hear the session today is pampering? Remember I said yesterday, ladies, you need to have your me time, your MOT time. So they're going to give us tips. And so my ears are burning, so I just need to give them chance. I'll first of all go for the only gentleman on this platform, for him to introduce himself, and then I'll go to our beautiful lady. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Alex Abayomi Akinyele. I'm a beauty therapist and a beauty tutor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And also, I'm going to go to the most beautiful lady. You know her in our community. I'm not going to introduce her, but her face will tell you the story. Over to you, ma'am. You're muted.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm Motunrayo Alafunbino, as you all know. So I'm a community leader. So I'm here this evening to just join us and see how we can rub minds together on pampering.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm going to go back to Lucy because I want her to say something about this session before we give the floor to the gentleman that's going to give us our little ingredients, and maybe he will let us the secret ingredients, maybe at the last part of it. So over to you, Lucy.
Guys, tell me, like, we work a lot as women. We do a lot. We're busy. We're working. We're looking after everyone. We want to make sure everything is perfect. You can tell from our BFEG board, we are always on the moves. But the thing, sometimes we fail to have this me time. Yesterday, we talked about MOT, looking after ourselves, looking after our health. Health is one part of it. And the other part of it is actually beautifying ourselves. So health look at the inner part of our body and some of those invisible parts that people could not see, and those invisible things that actually make you a woman. But today we want to look at the outer part of our body, and also the psychological part, also some of those things that actually attribute to reduce some of our stress. So today we'll be speaking to Alex. He's a Woolwich man. He's a Woolwich man. So for those of you,
he's a Woolwich head. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is nice to see someone, a beauty therapist, that actually, and not just a therapist, but also he has a college where he teach people that want to go into beauty therapies. And it does also. So I'll just give the floor to him so that he start introducing his job, what he does, and also tips on how women should look good and relax. Over to you, Alice.
Hello, everyone again. I feel so excited and humbled to be told to speak today. In a way, it's a female program, but obviously we are celebrating women. So you get. The first thing I would like to start off with is as women or women generally, the number one thing women needs to do regularly, we need to talk about those kind of things. Then furthermore, we will look into tips as well. Then also the topic of today, pampering, we're also going to look into how you can pamper yourself with your partner. And don't be offended I'm bringing men into the picture because you can't because you can't pamper yourself alone without adding your other half to it. It makes it more, helps to, helps your relationship, and it makes it more better for, for you to kind of like have the best of it. And I'll get to that in a bit. In terms of you pampering yourself personally, the first thing I would like to talk about is cleansing our faces. Not only even for women as a whole, but Black people, most of the time, we feel like our skin is thick. We can survive any kind of weather. And then we do not need to indulge in things like a facial. Some of us even indulge in facial probably once in a year or once in a lifetime. Some of us apparently probably have not even had a facial before. And most of us think that the only way we can have a facial is to go into a beauty spa and spend so much money and things like that. You can actually have a proper facial in your own bathroom, in the comfort of your own home, without even spending so much money. There are so many products out there that are very, what's it called? Very affordable. If you walk into Boots, some of them are even $3.99. You'll be surprised the kind of amazing job some of these things will do to us, to our faces in general. And most of us that live abroad, obviously England, as the case is, BFG, obviously because of the weather, we are not exposed to that sunlight regularly because it's constantly cold. We don't have that vitamin D regularly. So our skin tends to have so much problems. But at the end of the day, because we are always looking very vibrant most of the time, we are happy-go-lucky, we are ready to work hard and all of that, we neglect our skin. So cleansing is the first thing I would like to talk about that we need to look into. It's very, very important for us to cleanse our skin daily, especially after showers. So the reason why we recommend after showers is because it makes your pores are already open. It prepares the surface of your skin. All those clogs from your makeup, I know some of us, we can't do without having our makeup. There's nothing wrong in it, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I know some of us, we were used to having our makeups all the time. There's nothing wrong with having your makeups every single day, but endeavor to take it off before you go to bed. So you don't have, your face getting clogged up with makeup. Then obviously it leads to other problems like acne and so on and so on. So cleansing, we have to endeavor to make sure we cleanse our face right after having our shower. Yeah. Like I said, if you go into places like Boots and all of that, you can get affordable product. All you need to do is just, wash it thoroughly on your face. And obviously after that, make sure you moisturize as well. It's not rocket science. As soon as you wash your face, you can't leave it like that. Especially for some of us that have got problem with dry skin. Some of us do have problem with dry skin. So you imagine just washing your face and leave it over because the beauty therapist said I have to cleanse my face. So I have to cleanse it and just leave it. You can't leave your face like that. After
I think
I think
is
is
he
it
back or is he frozen?
I think
I
it's
think it's
frozen.
frozen. It's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just quickly go to Mariah. What do you think about pampering? What ladies be pampering themselves? Because some ladies just believe that when you take a bath, you just rush up and tidy up yourself and you go, but they don't have that time to actually pamper themselves. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think thank you very much. One thing I just want to add this a few more to what Mr. Ade has been saying. So, and is we can't do without it, to be honest. So it is important that we actually look after ourselves, not only the outer part of our body, our inner mind, our state of living. We need to get it right. And a lot of women have always, we're just trying to push and just doing this and that, 1+1, without even coming back to say 1+1 equals to 1, rather than 1+1 equals to 2, because they don't give back to themselves. So it's always like you're trying to reach out, you're trying to do this, you're trying to meet up with your tasks and all these challenges before us. Yeah, I understand. But yet, looking after ourselves, pampering ourselves is a good thing, and we need to start practicing it. If at all we've not been doing it, I understand when family runs, it can be difficult, but this shouldn't be a barrier. Most time it's difficult. I must be sincere. At least creating that time for yourself will make a lot. It will give you a way of relaxation. You will have the time, you will feel good, and it will bring your confidence. It will erode your own confidence and make you to know who you are. You begin to believe in yourself, because without that, you're just jumping everything together. You won't be able to know who you are. Ever since the time I've set aside, family is there. I have to do my part as a model. So, and yet, I thought at the point, I think I've gone just too far, just trying, overthinking, without giving it a break to say, wait a minute, your head. And lo and behold, I'm not feeling good, but still, I was still throwing up, just giving out to make sure that I keep to everything. But by the time I picked myself up and I said, you know what, come what may be, I want to look good. Not because I'm into Mary Kay product or consultant. No, but I just picked myself up that, you need to start talking of who you are. Who are you? So how do you feel about yourself? So I start bringing that up. And since then, things have been going. You see me sometimes just throw myself up and just add a picture, even though when I don't mean to have a picture. You see me just going out. I just want to look good. I was out one day and a man was like startled. I have to share this. And I was wondering, is this the first time I will ever be outside? No, I've always been outside. So how come, so when we present ourselves well and we look good, not only our facial, but even our mind will benefit from it. And this is a good thing we need to look into. Women, mothers. Yeah, I know men, we cannot do without carrying along with our men. Even men, I would like to say this topic for men coming up one day where we can share this with men, because many men, they suffer all this with what we're talking now, but they keep it to themselves, issue of egoism. But that's not where we're going today. We all need to share it together and rub mind together to make sure that we feel good in our mind and in everything. We have to balance it up, to be honest. So there's no how we can achieve being there, being a role model without looking after ourselves, because that will also put a glimpse of who we are. It will talk about us. So I won't take your time too much, so I'll pass the floor back to you. as we
All
continue the
right.
conversation.
Thank you so much, guys. I've learned something as well. You see, it's good to hear from two sides. We're gonna, sorry, Mr. Alex, actually, there was a signal thing and it went off. So over to you, sir. Continue from where you stopped.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Sorry about that. So I was talking about cleansing our faces. Make sure we do that after shower and making sure that we use moisturizer shortly after that. So make sure that the face is not dry. So I also like to talk quickly about, because of time, like to talk about massage. Basically, a lot of us kind of like look at massage as something we need to have when we go on vacation, for example, or when it's a special event or an anniversary or something like that. Basically, massage helps us to eradicate most of these problems you have currently. Things like cancer, things like high blood pressure, things like even depression and all of that. Massage helps in so many ways to kind of like stop some of these things. For example, if you have your massage regularly, your massage therapist should be able to tell you or inform you, if you're having things like that could lead to cancer in your body. For example, if you're having lumps on certain parts of your body, your massage therapist should be able to tell you that this is not a usual lump, for example, and obviously you're looking to get to to see your doctor as soon as possible. That helps, and also in terms of black skin generally, like I said, in terms of black skin generally, just like the facial side of things, massage helps to relax our body and mind. Depression is very, very rampant nowadays. A lot of people are suffering from depression due to a lot of problems. When you have massages regularly, it helps to relax your body. It helps to relax your brain. It's good for constant blood flow in the system, thereby making our brain, feel younger and all of that. So massage, we have to endeavor to have massages regularly. A point I also would like to pass across is you also give yourself massage. You don't need to, constantly think about the money you're going to spend. Just mere touching your hand, pushing pressures upwards towards direction of your heart, helps with with blood flow into your system. So just, firmly holding your hand and just pushing blood flows towards, because that's what we massage therapists do. We always try as much as possible to push blood flows in direction of our heart, to support the heart, to give constant blood circulation to the heart, to keep it healthy. So just, massaging your hand constantly. You can do it for your head as well. Make sure the pressure is going upwards to the rest part of your head, and then this is when, I did say earlier that we can do this with our partners. This is what makes it easier, because obviously you can't just all the time massaging yourself and your feet and all of that. You might want to pamper yourself.
Let me come into that place, sir. You said for partners, for those who don't have partners, please.
And then your friends and families as well. You might have you might have a younger one, like your sister, your cousin, your moms, your dads. You can help yourselves. So this is where that comes in the sense that you can tell your friends and families, your loved one, show them massage routines. These things are not really serious as we think they are. As long as you don't do anything to hurt the next person, always try push blood pressure upwards. That's what all we need to make sure we do. And in terms of, you don't necessarily need massage oil for massage. Don't get it wrong. It's good, because it helps with the skin surface and all of that, but we don't necessarily need it all the time. As long as you make sure you don't do something that will hurt the person. So just gentle touch upwards all the time, it helps. Sometimes we might even be suffering from migraine. This happens all the time to a lot of, people, migraine. So the secret to migraine, I tell a lot of people, they say, oh, how are you so sure it's going to work? It's definitely going to work. For example, if you want to do something like this, don't do it in a place that is very, very busy. Someone might want to try, maybe for example, you work on a rail track and you want to try this, it's not going to work. Because every second train is, coming to the platform, they are busy making an announcement. The next thing on the platform is this and all of that. You need a quiet place. All you need to do is just circular motion, your forehead, your temple, to start with. Yeah. You go to your forehead. I'm holding my phone, so I can't use it. So the side, yeah. From there, you go to the side, yeah. Circular motion as well. The middle of your head, yeah. The middle of your head, you hold the family pressure in a very quiet place. It helps, trust me. If you want to make it easier, try to close your eyes doing it. The reason I said that is because some of us, when we have migraines, we are seeing a lot of things. Some of us are seeing some rays of light and all of that is making us feel dizzy. You feel like we're going to fall off. So you can close your eyes and get it done. Firm pressure in the temple, the center of the head, the middle of the head. It helps a lot. These are some of the tips that we can do by ourselves. So to round off, I don't know if I have enough time. I'm trying as much as possible to say as much as I can say.
Have enough time. You carry on. You still have 30 minutes.
Okay. I still have enough time. Oh, and I was trying as much as possible to say a lot of things because, so basically, another thing I would like to talk about is you can contact us as well. We do, from time to time, do day courses to help people in terms of how to pamper yourself. We run courses based on facial, for example, massages as well. This will go a long way in helping you to replenish all those lost energy that you must have lost, as women, working hard daily to support us and the family. So you can also look into contacting us after this Zoom meeting for that as well. Not only massages, we cannot, we shouldn't just base on just only massages. I also would like to point out some other things that we can do. Exercises as well. Exercises. So some of us believe that we need to go into gym, places to pamper, to do our exercise and all of that. Mere relaxing on your bed, you are just on your bed, lifting up your head, legs up high for circulation, yeah, back and forth, your arms as well, drinking lots of water, it helps as well, trust me. You don't need to even to pay a gym to do that, drinking lots of water regularly. A lot of us hear that every single day, but we still don't drink a lot of water. We still don't drink it. And the funny thing about we Black people, because we think we are so strong, so we neglect ourselves all the time. We say, I don't worry about it. I will be fine. There's nothing wrong with me. That's what I hear every time at the salon, because I get a lot of African women coming through to my salon all the time. And as soon as they do a first session and you advise them that, oh, you know what, madam, what I've noticed here, this is your back head, and your back is really tensed. Your shoulders, your calves, and all of that. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. And shortly after that, you might see this person. I ask them about their health. Oh, my brother, it's not been easy. If you see what I went through, I even had to go and get some agbo, some this, some that. I'll start laughing. This is not about agbo or some, how about mixture. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying about mixture doesn't work. I'm not saying they don't have their own impact in our lives. They do. But when we give certain advice, trust me, we know what we are giving those type of advice. Because some of us, depend on things like Groupon, for example. We get a lot of African women coming through Groupon because we love our deals. Good, that's really nice. But trust me, not just coming for a first session, because it's just, for example, get in a car for the first time, for example. You drive the car out of the car garage. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with the car. You don't even need to, like we do in Nigeria, checking the engine oil, checking the water. You don't need to even to do that for months. Some of us don't even know where those things are in the car. We don't even know where the engine oil is. We don't even know where the radiator and all of that. We just keep driving the car. But at some point, the car will start flashing, servicing. So some of us are driving, new generation type of cars. Not, for example, my own car is an old banger. So maybe mine might not flash. But some of us that are driving new generation, cars, all these exotic cars, you start flashing on the screen, servicing. Or if it's the engine oil, you flash engine oil, or your tire needs to, you need to put hair in your tire and stuff like that. We see all of these things. But who tells us what notifies us in our own body as humans? We don't have that sensor in our body to tell us, madam, massage, hey, you need to sit down now, drink water, do this, cleansing, nothing tells us. So we just keep moving till we drop. That's the problem with us, especially with Black people. You see, you just keep moving till we drop. 80% of people that have massages regularly, sorry to say, are mostly white people and Asians. You know, we don't even think about it. That's a problem with us. We don't even think about it. A lot of us, like I said, as soon as they step in for the first time through Groupon, maybe they had a deal or their partner or their daughter body for their birthday, you don't see them again. And you give them a lot of advice. They will not even listen to you. They reject it. So I'm fine. I'll take my Alabuku. I'll take my paracetamol. I'll be fine. I'll do this. I'll do that. So at the end of the day, we need to try and take care of ourselves. You know, women are very, very important to the whole world as a whole, not just celebrating women in just one day. You know, we understand that. That's why we endeavor from time to time, you know, to organize things like this so that we can educate ourselves is very, very important, you know. So walking into a salon where you have people that are qualified massage therapists and asking questions will not hurt you. You know, it's not going to hurt. Ask questions about your health. Ask questions about how regular you should have a massage. If I tell you how regularly we need to have a massage, you not believe it. At least barest minimum once in 2 weeks. I'm sure a lot of people will be thinking, this one is lying because he wants us to come and patronize in Woolwich. Don't even come to Woolwich. Do it yourself, like I just told you now. Ask your daughter, your sister to just help you out. We need to have regular massages, barest minimum once in 2 weeks. If you don't even have that time, just 5 minutes out of your busy schedule, even if it's just forehead or even your feet, because there's a connection between at the back of our feet, to our brains that helps us to relax our brains. You know, a lot of Asian people understand this. That's why they indulge in it. A lot of white people understand that's why they indulge in it. You'll be thinking, oh, how come, you know, you see most of the time when you go to all these beauty parlors and all of that, you don't see fellow Black women or men there. It's because we don't understand how important this is to our health. You know, it's very, very important. So having massages regularly, even things like pedicure, manicure, treating yourself to that regularly. These foot spas are very affordable. Trust me, you can get them from August for like 20.99 or 25 pounds in August. They're very, very, and it's so easy and relaxing. All you need to do is just put your foot, put water in there and put your foot spa cleanser and all of that into the water. Put your feet in there and relax for some time. Then after that, scrub your feet. If you don't want to cut your nails, you know, and stuff like that. If some of us do cut our nails regularly on a normal day. So if you just want to relax your feet there, that even helps to relax your feet on its own. Just putting your feet in the foot spa and, you know, just leaving it for a few minutes. Because most of this foot spa comes with things that we, you know, relax our feet. You know, some of them, you know, comes with kind of like massagey kind of parts to them where you can, you know, massage, it massages your feet and all of that. Just gives you that feeling of you pampering yourself. Is very, very good. And they're not even expensive, you know. So you don't need to break it back to do some of these things that are very affordable and are out there for us to you know, indulge in. I would like to implore all of us, you know, to try as much as possible to have time for ourselves. You know, it's very, very important for us to look after ourselves because health is wealth. Health is wealth. There's no way we can, you know, work tirelessly every day without trying to pamper ourselves. You know, a bit of some of the points I said earlier, cleansing and moisturizing our face is very, and let me also talk about something that's also very important as well. Acne. Yeah, acne. A lot of people ask me about this. Oh, my brother, I'm always suffering from acne. What can I do? You know, I've tried everything. There's this cream I bought on Instagram. I bought something on social place. The question is this. Have you tried to see a skin therapist to start off with? Because some of our problems is the fact that Mrs. A is using a product does not mean it's going to work for Mrs. B. Because all our skins might be different. Some of us have very, very sensitive skin. So the more you apply some of this product to your face, yeah, the more you have problems. Some of us, we need to check our diet as well. We are eating the wrong type of food, and trust me, this happens in a lot of African homes, because at the end of the day, we think because we grew up eating certain foods that probably our parents forced on us, so we think it's right for us to continue eating that food when we grow up. Some of these food are not, good to us personally. So what you might need to do, some of us that suffer from acne from time to time, try to see a skin therapist. What they normally do is they carry out a lot of analysis on your skin. Some of them, we even tell you to see a dietitian as well. They're looking into what you need to do, what you need to eat, and what you are not supposed to eat. We shouldn't just see a particular product being advertised online, we just buy it and end up, making things worse for ourselves. So that's the one thing. That's the number one thing we need to consider in terms of acne. Yeah. So some of us don't even need any products. All we need to do is just change our lifestyle. Trust me. Some of us don't need a certain product, change the kind of food we eat, and obviously try to drink as much as possible water all the time. If it's possible, if you're driving, have bottled waters in your car. Have bottled water in your car. Drink as much as possible. It helps to cleanse our body so much. It helps to make sure our skin is not dehydrated all the time. So it keeps us hydrated all the time, which obviously helps us to make sure our skin glows all the time. And in terms of the facial side of things, like I said earlier, you can just, in the comfort of your own home, after your shower, just make sure you cleanse your face. Yeah. You can even do it, obviously, before you go to bed as well. After taking your makeup off, make sure you cleanse your face. And, obviously, because of the makeup, remove your makeup and all of that, have your shower, then cleanse your face. It's very, very necessary we do this. I'm very optimistic that after this program, a lot of us are going to be, changing our mentality about how we need to pamper ourselves, or changing our lifestyle, making sure that we eat well, we eat healthy, because some of these things, like I said, is personal to the kind of food we eat. So there's no amount of how we go to the beautician or a beauty therapist that will help if we don't change some of our lifestyle. Like I said, some of us eat every food in the night. Imagine someone having a poundo yam 11 p.m. in the night, and you'll be telling the beauty therapist his massage is not working. It's definitely not going to work. It's definitely going to work because of what? At the end of the day, you're having a heavy food. There's no proper digestion taking place. Your stomach will be feeling bloated all the time, no circulation. Then next thing, you're not having a happy sleep. You're waking up in between sleeps. Then next thing, you're having a headache. Next thing, you're not going to work regularly. You're calling in sick. And you'll be thinking, but I'll be having constant massages now. These people, they're just selling lies to us with all these things. What time did you eat your dinner yesterday, madam? You probably had it 11 o'clock in the night. It's not rocket science, my people. So, because it does happen. I'm one of those people as well. So sometimes I wake up 1 a.m. and I'm trying to do EBA. 1 a.m. in the night. So some of these things apply to all of us. And like I said, it's our culture. It's our culture. It's not helping us. So we believe we can eat anything and go away with it and get away with it. Well, come on, what is there now? Nothing's going to happen. Trust me, a lot of calories we are putting in the middle of the night. Trust me. Apart from leading to things like fats and all of that, even starches to stuff, because end products, apart from it leading to us getting big and all of that, our health, the disadvantage is a lot. Waking up in between sleep is not good for anyone. When you're not having sound sleep, it's not like you're having a night shift. So why should you wake up every now and then in the middle of the night? So all of these things add up. You soon add up to what makes us, have problem later on in life. And the main reason why we need to do all of these things now, when we're still able to, is because of later, when we are not able to. When we get to a certain age, when we cannot even bend properly to give ourselves that massage, or to give our partner or our younger ones that massage, that's the main reason why we're doing that now. We see some people in their 70s, in their 60s, they're still able to stand uprightly. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, these are some of the examples of the kind of people we should look up to, you know, because obviously if you don't take care of our body right now, when we get to a certain age, then we'll suffer for it. That's when we start having, you know, problems with backache, arthritis, and all of these things. Yeah. So that's why we need to look after ourselves now. You know, indulge yourself as much as possible in things like massages, facials, you know, the pedicure things you talked about, you know, from time to time, get the foot spa from Argos or any other place, you know, relax yourself, even if it's just 5 times in a day, 5 minutes in a day, try as much as possible to do that. And for some of us that don't have people around us that could help us, we can help ourselves. You know, massage is not all about getting on the couch, the massage couch. We don't need that. It's not about getting expensive massage cream or massage. Oh, we don't need that. Just like I said earlier, massaging your forehead, your temple, the center of the head helps with migraine. You don't you need to even go to a shop with that. You know, and obviously try to do it in a very quiet place. If you don't have a quiet place around you, find one. It's not going to work in a noisy place. You know, if you work in an environment that is extremely busy, it's not going to work. You know, do it in a relaxing place and do it as often as possible during that your particular migraine session or migraine problem that you might have. Do it as much as possible, then you see the results. I'm not saying paracetamol doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it, but too much chemical into our system soon, you know, gives us, it soon hard up. It's not everything that we need to just swallow paracetamol for. You know, a bit of massaging our temple, our forehead, you know, firm pressure, the center as well, firm pressure in the middle, firm pressure, you hold it firmly, press it firmly, and make sure the pressure is always right. Don't force too much pressure on yourself. You think sometimes when you have some of this body ache, you might even be thinking like, maybe I should just get a small hammer and just hit it on my leg or something, the head is going to go. I understand that. Sometimes it's as bad as that. Just try as much as possible, apply pressure. Apply pressure. Don't make the pressure too much. And then, you know, massage that we talked about on your feet, on your legs, on your quads as well, because most of the time we are always working. That's our core. That's why we need as much as possible to massage our quads and our feet, because we are always standing, walking around, especially women, you know, taking care of their own front, making sure the kids get ready for school and all of that. You know, massaging your quads helps. You can do all of this by yourself in the comfort of your own. Although you can't compare that to going to the salon, because we are the experts, we know. But you can also help yourself. If you're looking at learning day courses, short courses, it helps. You know, it helps to just give you that feeling of, you know, exactly what to do. You know, you don't really need it to get a job. You don't need it to look for a job or anything like that. You need it to help yourself and with people around you. We do short courses, a few hours in a day, where you can learn about massages, where you can learn about facials that actually helps. We introduce you some of these things that, you know, I don't want to give out all the secrets on here, because I don't. We introduce some of these things that you will need, that will help you. If I give out some of the secret, because this is live video, some of these people will not even come to our shop again. So, you know, so at the end of the day, we introduce some of these things, and you see firsthand how this thing works. You know, because some of us are used to watching videos on YouTube, and you think that's the end of it. Finally, it helps, but it's always good. It's always wonderful to see an actual person on the couch when we actually practice these things on them, and you learn, and also obviously you'll be able to ask questions. So I don't know if I still have more time for questions.
Okay, because I wanted to ask you something. Yes, you just a little bit, but just a quick one.
Yes.
Thank you so much, because I know you will see us. We've been laughing because you are just throwing some little big eyes at us. Indirectly, so we are just
it happens.
We are laughing because yesterday I was telling the ladies we need our me time, and women need to go for MOT, just like we do MOTs for cars. And you know, people are now, what do you mean by MOT? We do need MOT. Quick one. You were talking about African women who don't like coming out for maybe massage. What do you think is the reason for us not coming out for massage? Because you've just said that other counterparts, the Asian people, they come out, white people, they come out. But when you go to spas, you hardly see black people. If you see maybe 5%, if I'm not mistaken, that comes out. Because, and secondly, women always believe that, because like you said, it's only when they're doing birthdays, they give them buy them like a voucher.
They come,
Yeah, they come. Then you
that's
see,
when we see them.
Yeah, another mentality again for our women is when they hear pamper, they believe it's pedicure and manicure. So please, these are my two questions. Why do you think that our women is always thinking that pampering is pedicure and manicure? And secondly, why do you think black women don't like doing this pampering session or coming for massage?
The first question, I've already given the answer earlier, then I'm going to kind of like repeat it again, is our mentality and our culture. You know, I can't blame us. We have some of our women in the villages, some of our elderly women, our mothers, our grandmas. We've never seen them having massages before. Let's start. Let's be serious. We don't really see them. Have you ever seen a woman in the village telling you, "Oh, Papa, this, Papa, I'm going for that massage in that shop there"? It doesn't happen. But because these people eat fresh farm products, that's a major difference. Yeah, they eat things fresh from the ground. We live in England, for crying out loud. Most of our things are not fresh. Let's face it. They are not organic. We are only deceiving ourselves. Some of those things they advertise to us that are organic, it's gone through a lot of processing. So at the end of the day, we eat all of these things and still expect to have the same lifespan, quality of life as those our mothers in the villages. It's not possible. It's not rocket science, is it? So at the end of the day, it's our culture, because we think we grew up seeing our mothers, our our grandmothers and our aunties and our uncles living, long life and having long life and all of that, and not having massages. We think we don't need it. So at the end of the day, it's our mentality, it's our culture, yeah. And this is one of the things that we must change. A few years ago, I wanted to get into some sort of like awareness with a charity, but it didn't actually happen. We wanted to name it Massage is Life, and we wanted to target Black people around us then. Because when we established, we used to be in Greenwich, yeah. When we moved to Woolwich, and I saw what was happening, I was like, wow, this is terrible. This is very, very bad. In a day, I will stand up, I'll be stopping my brothers and sisters and explaining to them the importance of massage. Oh boy, leave that one, wait, see, come on there. And I'll be like, let me just explain something. They will not listen. And in Greenwich, trust me, we don't even need to do any form of advertisement or advertising. You see people coming to ask for a leaflet, calling us to book a session. So, it's a Black thing. We need to change that. And the idea behind that, and that what's it called then, was we approaching Black people, giving them our cards and leaflets, and explain to the importance of we looking after ourselves. That was the idea, but fortunately, the charity then, they couldn't go ahead with that program at that time due to one thing or the other, because that's what we wanted to target. Massage is Life, and wanted to, obviously, since we're based in Woolwich, target, our people and educate them. So it's all about our mentality. We think we are strong. Fine, we are very strong. But like a good example you gave earlier, MOT for cars. There's no how strong your car is. You still need to service it and do something. Even if it's a Bentley, if it's a Range Rover, at some point, a Range Rover too will need a bit of servicing. Even if they don't change the plugs, they will change the engine oil and look after this and look after that. So, and your second question that you said about most Black women think, well, as soon as they see anything pampering, they think it's manicure or pedicure. I've not actually seen that, but maybe you noticed that. I've not actually observed that. But if it does happen, maybe it's due to the way the advertisement was probably that particular product was probably advertised. Maybe they saw it online or in a Groupon deal or something like that. Because I know for sure most of the time when we are at pampering session, we list out those things they're going to be pampering you on. So, for example, if you say it's a pampering session, we now say 30 minutes facial, 30 minutes massage, this and that. We always try as much as possible to list out those things so as not to confuse people. Because you don't want someone walking into your spa or your massage shop and they be like, no, I'm supposed to be having massage and what's this manicure and you're giving me? It's not pampering session. Are you not supposed to give me massage and you're giving me this manicure? So if it does happen, or if it's happening, obviously it might be due to the words in the advertisement. I've not actually witnessed that because trust me, a lot of us are obviously well educated, so we understand things and all of that. So if we are able to see it being listed to say pampering session includes 45 minutes massage, then 15-minute facial, then obviously we'll know where we are up to get at that particular salon. Any more questions, please?
No more questions. Let me just go to Montreal quickly because she's been smiling. I want to ask her the same question. Why do you think our Black women don't go for pampering session and massage? Why do you think we don't go for it? Because sometimes, like he has said now, that sometimes our culture, our way of life. But I believe that sometimes is the money and is the time. Because when they see the money, now I'm telling you the truth.
Group of these are very cheap.
Let me break it down. They go say the money too much. We are one see. I never pay rent finish. I go do
I don't think so.
You understand? No, I'm just saying. You might not say so, but there are different levels of people. So we need to really be clear on it, because when you see the price, sometimes you will check your pocket, because sometimes with the way women sometimes get into, we're talking about mental health just like yesterday, sometimes it's poverty that makes people not to actually want to spend money for themselves. And women, we tend to do every other thing and forget about ourselves. So please, man, what do you think? Well, we women, we don't do the massaging. Why do you think we don't do it?
Yeah, I think you are absolutely right by mentioning the financial aspect. To be honest, it can be a factor that could lead to people not to be able to, want to walk into a massage shop to have their massage done. But as Abayomi have mentioned clearly, if you can afford it, why not? And if you cannot afford it, I just think carry out the exercise in your own home, in your own comfort zone. Because what we're saying here is that how important it is for our own mental health. So I think, money can be one of it. And remember, the issue of family. So if you have kids and that you want to look after, you'll be wondering, where do I have to keep my children in order to go to have my own massage done? So in issue of childcare could be an issue that the Black community might be facing, because just like you mentioned, the Asian, everything, they all have their family here. They have their mom, they have their grandparents, and they're supporting each other far, far, far better than what our community are doing. Our community are getting into it as well. They're trying to learn, and I believe that we will learn more. So I think there's a lot of factors that lies or hinder us from doing this. If you see the price, sometimes you might fall back. And our mentality, just like we said, most time we just forget that we need a break at some point and look after ourselves, and which is very, very important. Even just stretching yourself, just, your hands up, down, even just cracking your bone and your feet, your toes, just a little kind of stretch, just do it. Is something, and it will really, you don't have to think about the money at this point, because I don't want to say the money is the barrier. Yeah, if the money is barrier to go out there to have it done, then why can't you do it at your home? And we need water, to be honest. We tend to forget to drink water. I must mention that. And this is priceless. It's different from where you come from, where you have to buy water everywhere. It's priceless. So you just drink water as much as you can. It helps relieve stress. It helps so much. So I've adapted to that culture. Even your body should tell you, you don't need to wait until the body breaks down totally. Your body would definitely tell you that you've pushed yourself more than how you should. So you start feeling it, your metabolism will just tell you that, you know what, you need to give it a break, and you need to listen at that point and do some kind of massage, just as Biome have mentioned. Yeah, if it is migraine, go rub I do all this for myself. And even just to even go out to work, if you're feeling hot within yourself in the house, just get out, get your coat and just get out. That moment when you walk out, you will tend to forget whatever that is there, making you feel tense or making you feel rigid about yourself. Just look at the nature, go through and give a walk, the fresh air, think about the nature, take your mind off everything. And while you're doing this, all this will help to relax yourself. It helps you to relax from the mind, down, deep into your soul. And the work really work better as well. And it helps you with your body, with your muscle, just to give it the reflex that it really need for it to function properly. And going out will also help you, just to feel just to cool your brain from the usual room or house that you've been, or even from work. I wonder, look at it's not common that we smoke, and I'm not encouraging smoking here. You see all the people, they just take a break, from what they're doing.
5 breaks.
They just
5 breaks.
5-minute break. You see them, they go. So, and which is part of their human rights. So they take it at work, but we just concentrate, take a break, even have a cup of tea.
You say no.
It's just too common. We are just too we. And we need to start doing more to understand that this world is so flexible that we can be flexible with whatever we are doing. And the massage will definitely help us. It will improve our self-confidence. As I mentioned the other time, you come back, you feel good about yourself. You go to a massage and you'll be wondering, oh my goodness. So it's like this. You go for a manicure, you come back home, you feel like, wow, that pampering, you see, for someone, it's your money that you pay, but that moment of that pampering, you feel gentle, you feel like a baby again, and that elevates your spirit, it elevates everything about you and makes you to feel good within yourself. You just go out to be like a lost girl and you just like, I'm feeling good, so it's kind of really, really good. And we need to continue to create this awareness for our people to understand that it's actually good for us and we can benefit a lot from it. Vegetables. Yeah, I understand. We eat okra, we eat ball. Do we do more of vegetables? All the greens, do we do them? Broccoli, do we do them? Mushroom, do we do them? We don't normally do them because we think it's not our food. And lo and behold,
we call it grass.
So well. Yes. So it helps really well. Just say, oh, you know what? Today I'm giving a break for amala. I'm giving a break for fufu. I'm giving a break for pounded yam or pounded yam. I just want to go, green. So which is good. I understand. Even in the men community, you say put that in the table. You will be. You want to hear one? So it's actually we actually need it. We need it. So I think financial issue is there. We can undermine that. The issue of childcare, and our mentality about it, that we don't need it. whereas we do because it makes you feel good, to be honest. If you can just go out there, book a section and see how you feel. You yourself, you want to book yourself back. So if you don't if you are not thinking about the money, no one will tell you before you book yourself back. It's very, very good. Moving your arm, moving your feet. There's a lot of gentle one you can even do at home without going anywhere, but it's just find time to do that is what we need.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. You said something. I know time is going, but I will say something quickly. You said something about childcare. What I said yesterday, we can't use childcare as excuse. I'll tell you why. You have in the whole year we have 12 months, and we have calendar. In a day for a woman, you can do a lot of tasks. You remember, we multitask. So you need to create your calendar. This is what I call about my me time. If it's the spa time is going to be 1 hour, then the children should have activities that will keep them when there is no COVID. Don't get me wrong. And when there is COVID, they are doing their work. Like Abayo said now, you have cheap items that you can use in, doing this thing in your home yourself. So we don't really, like I listen now, we don't have excuse anymore. So myself and Lucy will be booking our own, because we really need our own MOT. We need overdue. She knows what I'm talking about. So we need our own MOT. So
she's not going to come.
So we'll be booking. Before I go to Lucy quickly, I'll go to Abayomi. Abayomi, please tell us your platform and how people can contact you. You said we need massage, so we need pampering.
Yeah.
We need to,
you can just contact us at the Massage and Beauty College. We also have a salon called Exquisite Beauty Salon. So the exquisite has got no E at the front, just X for X-ray. Then you continue to spend like that, QUISITE, Exquisite Beauty Salon. We're based in Woolwich. I'll just send the Tesco, where you have the Tesco, just like opposite like that. So where you can, at that junction, you can find us there. That's where we are. I'm not so much about Instagram. I text to Lucy for putting up all of this. I'm not so much of a social media person, but I offer my service directly at the salon there. You can walk in or call us or send us emails or anything like that. So Massage and Beauty College or Exclusive Beauty Salon, anytime you think you really need that relaxation, we're there for you. Yeah.
Okay.
And we also offer home services as well, just in case you are busy.
Okay.
Yeah, this COVID thing made us to look into that.
Push out of it, push.
Yeah, yes, because this COVID thing made us look into that. We used to do it at some point, then we stopped. But because of this COVID thing, like you rightly said, most of the time the kids are home. Some of our clients keep calling us, I need that my facial. I don't want to miss that facial. They will come down, obviously with the mask and every other thing, hand sanitizer and all of that. We'll come down and help out.
Thank you so much. I think you need to come to our workshop where we teach things on promoting.
Yeah, well, let's make it happen. And
so
also to tell you
about that.
We have female therapists as well. For some of us, due to culture, we don't allow male people to touch our face or anything like that. So we have female staff. So just in case, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Over to you, Madam CEO. It has been unmute yourself.
Nice. The first day I saw Alex, I said to him, I said, my goodness me, we need to actually bring you on the spotlight, because it's I want to, before I go there, my encounter with Alex was just such an amazing, because seeing someone from the Black African community doing beauty and therapy, I said, wow, and no other person to actually champion this thing than you, because you can actually tell, you understand the culture, and what we're talking about, what are the factors that actually make us not to engage in this. I would disagree the fact that Africa doesn't, because they do, growing up back home, they do massage. Remember when they give birth to children, nobody press you like your mama. They will press. How do you think?
Body massage, they press it.
Yeah. How do you think we get those our figure? It's massage. If you don't have a button, they will arrange your button for you. They will pack it from your back to from your leg.
Even your head, they mold it.
They will pack it so that if you don't have your button will appear by force. They will arrange it, package it. They do massage back home. I think the only time you don't see, even for instance, even pregnant women massage, they do it back home, where they help you to actually, they say if the baby doesn't stay where, they turn it around. When people, even they do massage after you had the baby, because this is where some of the tension come on all that live in Europe. Back home, after you had the baby, they massage you with hot water and everything. They plaster everywhere. They actually put the body back to shape. You know, a lot of us, when we had children, I remember when I had my child, all my body was paining me.
I know that feeling.
You know, everywhere is scattered. Everywhere for pushing of baby, your body is destabilized. But I keep calling my mom. My mom say, sit in hot water, do this. And you know, back home, you like they say the Asian community, they have their family here. A lot of us, we don't have our relative here. You're alone. So who is going to help you to nurture, help you to actually look after the children so that you can have time? This is what I'm just trying to be the devil advocate. So we do it, but then like we don't take it to the other level. Back home, they do it, the traditional massaging, where your hand is spinning you. I remember as a child, my mom would lie there and say, match me, match my back, match me, go back, match me. Oh yeah, press. Even now, my daughter do it. My daughter say, I tell my daughter, press my hand, press my, just like that. What Alice would say, just little touch, just to relax the tension. But when we talk about money, Alice, I want you some of this. Just take note. When we talk about money, most of the time we spend money, we don't get our priority right.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we do not get.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, we do not get our priority right. We spend money in buying Ashwebi. We spend money in organizing bomb blaster party. Bomb blaster. You know, they say bomb, that is a earthquake party, the shaking party. I'm telling you, the money they spend to rent hall and buy all those goodies in that party. I'm telling you, if you take a little out of that, why not organize a massage party? Go and feel good. Sometimes I want to celebrate this 10 years old birthday. 10 years old birthday is like we're organizing
a carnival.
Exactly, like a carnival. Hey, all the old Brokoto, one bear, everything, Bobo Nishe is there. Bobo, everything is in the party, but there's no massage in the patio. They even just come on head and shoulder massage. They should bring it. And again, they forget that even preparation for that party can give you stress. The attire, the heavy lace. You see some people wear the lace, they're going like this. All those things, the shoes, everything we put on our body actually stress us up. And we don't actually take note of how to relax a little bit. I will not say I'm perfect. There's some that you say I was laughing. I'm guilty. The guilty of laughing. That's why a lot of us were laughing. We didn't say anything. But another thing, Alice, is I want to ask you how regular, because I see a lot of people have children. They've not actually, our culture also does not, we feel if you go and open your body, somebody, I remember that there was someone that, it's a marriage dispute. The marriage dispute was because the woman went for massage. And there was a fight in the house. So that's why I'm very happy that Alex is a man from the African community that is actually doing this work. Maybe you need to educate some of the men that massage is not infidelity. I don't know how to call it. So they felt their wife went for massage. It's a crime. The wife went to go somewhere else and do something that is not, it's a taboo. How can a massage be taboo? Even our parents back home, they do. They say, they say, Omugwo, you come and prepare the woman. Even before you get married, there's a culture where they prepare the woman before you get married. Massage, go to Calabar, they fatten room, they prepare you. They are massaging you, they are rubbing you, your face, everything. Is it not part of it? Why is it that after marriage or after you become, that culture stop? So it is we that is redefining the culture to suit our own desire. The culture never stops us from matter, because we talk about healthy eating. Our food are healthy. We have vegetable, we have all those things. You know that sometimes our food, we cook them in back home, we cook it every day. So where we find ourselves does not allow us to actually practice those healthy eating. Like what you see back home, everything is fresh. We plant our own vegetable, we do everything, but we do not have that time to do it here. My question now, after all this, my Cambridge and talk, my question is, how regular can somebody, forget about the one you are doing at home, you know, because the way I'm going now, I'm so stiff, my hand don't even go to my back. So don't even tell me, don't even say to me, Lucy, press here. Sometimes if I need that to check under my chair, under my table, I call my children, Fatima, Emmanuel, help me, an office stand, you know. Just imagine if I'm alone in the house. I won't be able to raise my knee. Once you kneel down, you sleep like you can feel your bone going, you know, you can't even lift yourself after you kneel down. I say old age is coming. So as much as you want us to do it ourselves, you might mistakenly, you are trying to do it before you know, you hear quacka. The hand can come down again. So Alex, I'm asking you, how regular can somebody go for professional one? You know, the professional one. So ladies, don't think you can afford this. So Alex, you were talking about discounts now. Don't say you cannot afford it. You can actually afford some of this session. Go and speak to I believe if I enter Alex shop, I say, Alex, I want to do massage. My body is really paining me. I am really in a very difficult, but this is not the money when I get to, not let anybody say I'm and the money when I get this. No, I believe anywhere you go and you go and tell people they say you don't ask, you don't get. You know, it's true. I believe if you have a conversation, even though I could have said, please, I'm a woman, I'm going through stress. I just need something to relax me. I believe whoever owns that salon will come to understand that they need to help you. So it's not only asking for food bank. We can ask for massage bank. Not only going for asking for, we can ask for pampering session, you know. So how regular can somebody go for massage? Just how often?
At least once in 2 weeks is advisable. At least minimum time. Even if it's just half an hour in 2 weeks is good.
So that's one. Another question I want to ask you, because I know by 8:30 we should be going to Instagram. Another question I want to ask you, when you talk about the facial, because you see a lot of us, some of us would like making up, we put all the powder. I don't know how to make up. I don't usually make up. They put all the powder, everything, and in terms of actually cleansing your face, when you look at the face, what are those things that one? Some people talk about lip massage. Have you heard about that one? They say you have to do lip massage, moving of your mouth and all those kind of things. So how often and what is the tip in terms of facial pampering?
You want to give out everything online?
No, I'm not asking you to give out anything. Just
you know, because I said it earlier, all the pressure we should be doing should be upwards. Try as much as, pushing pressures upwards. It's the same thing with the massage as well. If you talk about cleansing, we have to do that regularly though, every single day. If it's cleansing or maybe just massaging the face, there are two different things. So if it's cleansing, we obviously need to do that every single day. It helps. Normally our skin does something we call discrimination. That's removal of excess skin cells, on our body. It does happen. So that's what, facial and cleansing does to our body. So our pores are open for fresh air to go into our face. That's why sometimes you see someone having a facial. After the facial, their face looks younger, it looks finer, lighter, and you'd be like, what did you do to your face? What happened? Your face looks kind of different. Maybe because they just had that facial done. So the pores are open for fresh air to go into, into the first place. Don't get it wrong. Most of us think that because we live in England, so we are not exposed to all of these things like people in Africa. Trust me, a state like, London, for example, is a very busy city. So you still get
very dusty.
Very, very dusty. So some of us think, I'm in Europe now. What's concern me? I don't need it. I'm not in Africa now. I don't need to. No. It's only in Africa you have cars, exhaust from cars on your face and all this trailer motorway with all these things on your face. No, it's not only in Lagos or Nigeria. It does happen in places like London as well. You still see cars coming out, exhaust from cars. And not only that, not only exhaust from cars as well, just daily stress as well can start showing on our faces. So it's not only exhaust from cars going into your face, clogging up your face and all of that. Daily life stress, you see some of us from one job to another, then we have to still go back home, take care of our husbands and children and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, it starts showing on our faces and makeup. The reason that I keep saying is because a lot of us believe that if you don't wear makeup, you shouldn't step a foot out. So makeup, at the end of the day, it leaves our face, most of the time when you apply too much makeup, heavy makeup, for example, it takes you longer time to, get rid of it from your face before you go to bed. And the disadvantages, trust me, of makeup is more than the advantage. That might be something we might have to discuss some other time. Yeah. The makeup gives us more disadvantage than advantage in the long run. Don't get me wrong. In the long run, initially, when you start applying makeup, you look beautiful. Everybody start commenting you. I like the way you did that, your eyebrow. I like the what kind of blusher do you use? What kind of foundation do you use? And all of that. People will start commending you. But in the long run, the disadvantage of makeup is more than the advantage. So that might be a topic that we might want to discuss later on in some other meetings.
Okay, one more last question before we finish. Call us. Natural products. Now, a lot of people are going for natural products. So as a beauty therapist, what do you think about natural products? What is your take? Because a lot of people now, they want to...
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It helps. What I can only say is, I said it at the beginning as well, a lot of people are beginning to realize the impact of natural products. So they are beginning to advertise it. And some of these things are false advertisement. You see an example, honey. You see 100% honey. And if you taste it, some of us that grew up back home, we know what 100% honey should taste like. I grew up with my grandmother, so I know what 100% honey should taste like. And a place like London, people shouldn't be misleading us. So before you buy any of these organic things, do your homework very well, because some of them have chemicals in them. Anything that's organic should be 100% organic, not 92.5%, then 6% is some chemical-based products. It shouldn't be like that. A good example is this massage oil called grapeseed oil. It's very, very good, when you buy the organic one, compared to something like coconut oil, which can, after a long period of time, fight me to the body. So grapeseed oil does not have a particular smell. It doesn't, long time effect. It doesn't make you get fat. It's not too oily. As soon as you're rubbing into your skin, you see the immediate effect right as soon as you're rubbing it. When it's 100% organic, it's so good. So, and it doesn't have any particular smell. Some people don't like strong smell. Some people are very sensitive to strong smell. So using a product like, because when we talk about organic, for example, coconut oil is organic. When you use organic, not those ones they mix with other things. So when you use a product like coconut oil, for example, on your skin, and you go to work, someone might be feeling offended due to that strong smell from that coconut oil. Some people cannot stand that. Some people are probably, I will not really say allergic. They might not just like the smell of coconut. But using a product like grapeseed oil on our skin, that's what I particularly use for my body, to cream my body, is extremely good. 100% organic one. So using a product like coconut oil for your skin, For some of them that suffer for dry skin, it helps a lot. You know, as soon as you apply it, you start seeing the changes on your skin. Ori, for example, like we know most of our mothers and fathers used to shea butter. They used to use it a lot. It's also very, very good. It helps with wounds to heal up, you know, things like scratches, you know, very quickly, you know, when it's 100% organic. You know, an advice I would like to give to, you know, everyone is always good to buy these things from home. It's always good to buy them from home. That's when you can guarantee to get the 100% organic, you know, like the Ori, you know, I see it advertised in all this big supermarket, but I check the back and I see where it's being manufactured. And I said to myself, it's not 100% organic. They're lying to us, you know, because they know that a lot of people now are using organic products, you know, just like the toothpaste, for example, you see a lot of toothpaste now, they will put in there.
They don't have charcoal toothpaste.
Charcoal, you know, I remember growing up, my grandma used to use charcoal to brush her teeth. It's extremely good. It helps to whiten the teeth so quickly. So, you know, maybe we all need to go back to our roots and, you know, try, you know, start planting these things ourselves and not going out there to buy them. If it's possible for us to start, you know, planting these things ourselves. If it's not possible for us to do it because of the weather in Europe, have a small farm back home and do these things yourself. It goes a long way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I leave it to Tammy to close it for the day because we are going to Instagram.
Yes, it has been a fantastic day. Guys, he has given a little secret, grapeseed oil. So if you forget that one, I can't forget that one. He let the cat out of the bag. So we've had that one. Mm-hmm. And shea butter. And really, he actually nailed it. Some of the shea butters we see in the big stores are not actually the original ones. So for those who go home, please get us some. You have brothers and sisters. Be your brother's keeper, don't forget. So guys, it has been a fantastic day. We have two beautiful people in our panel today, and they gave us really a run for our money. Thank you so much for coming on this platform. And they'll be coming again. And they'll be coming again. I know Motorayo has a lot of things to say. And I want her to say more things maybe when she comes back again on this platform. And I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to actually appreciate Lucy Isaiah for giving me this platform to host today's program. She calls me Madam Social. I call her Madam CEO. So catch us on Instagram, and our Instagram farm. You meet us there and you get to speak to the Pamper doctor. Thank you, Lucy.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you know, Alex has actually done some skill acquisition with Second Thought. So we're bringing that back in May, looking at natural products. He's going to run session. Those of you that are interested will be advertising it. So in May, in May, we're coming back in May to do some session in May. So we're looking forward to having. We're bringing him live again to do some other tips. Then you'll have the person there. We want somebody that will use as an example. The person is sitting down there in your workshop in Woolwich. Like they say, Tammy said, be your brother's keeper. We know we are now. So if you are coming, come with the Ori. Come with them up there. We are waiting with the natural honey. So thank you, guys. We'll see you
tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye. See you at Instagram. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you for